It is Thursday, and time once again for the LHL here on the Independent Broadcast Network, the Legends Hockey League. They're in Season 17. A historic run for this league continues tonight with Week 6, as we bring you 6 big teams and 3 big games. And they're just kind of scrimming and warming up here, as we will attempt to figure out where exactly those games are being played. It's always something different, isn't it? That's part of the fun of esports. I am Winners with the One. I'm here with Aila. We're here to bring you all the action as we go and hustle and try to find where these games are being held. I'm pretty sure that they're in the usual place. There's at least one that is not, so we'll try to stay on top of it as we try to stay on top of this season. It's been a pretty good season so far. And as the teams start to come in, we'll start to bring you the on-ice action. As tonight we are scheduled to see Kansas City, first off, taking on Atlanta. Washington will be playing Anaheim, and St. Louis in our third and final game of the evening, taking on Edmonton. The game you're looking at is Hockey Question Mark. It is made by Cryptic C. You can get it at hockeyquestionmark.com. I also suggest that if you're into it, you should check out the subreddit r/hockey question mark on the Reddits. That's where most of the wheeling and dealing takes place. And there's lots of wheeling and dealing. Although the trade deadline has already ended, so there's that kind of wheeling and dealing is already done. But it appears that this will be where we are at. And thank you, Payne Redsky, in the chat for how you found this game. That's awesome, man. We hope that more people find the game, as it's a great game. It's a very difficult game. As far as, I've cast a lot of esports, fam, and everything from games that don't exist anymore. I mean, I've done it all. And this game has as high a skill curve of anything that I've encountered in esports. And these guys work really hard. They put in many hours to be good at this game. And I hope that more people will find the game. Well, like you did, Payne Redsky, as one of the up-and-coming stars of Hockey Question Mark. Oh, you're making a hockey game. Oh, cool. Yeah. We were talking about this last week. Many people have tried to make a first-person hockey game. I don't know if you're making a first-person one or not, but it's difficult. And nobody's been able to do it yet except Cryptic C. And they were just messing around one weekend and doing it. So, and years later, here we are. I've been casting this game, I don't know, 5-6 years now, a long time, and seen so many great things happen. As we await the teams, we're assuming that this is where they're going to be playing. The other one they listed is they've got a scrim going on there right now. So now it's a true esport, right? But part of the fun of esports is everybody fighting over what their ping is, what server they should use, and no, man, you guys are cheating, man. You guys get good ping on this server and we don't. You suck, boo. And then there's the war before the game. But no, I think everybody has decided on this one. We are about to get underway. Maybe. Yeah, they're starting to come in with a minute left in warm-up time. So we will see Kansas City versus Atlanta. And wait, who's on these teams? Do I have to guess again? I'm going to have to memorize every player on every team. Oh, yeah. You'll get in, Payne Redsky. I guarantee you, man. You're putting in the work now, and that work pays off, man. Certainly does. But thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it, man. We do it for the love of the game, but it's nice to get some appreciation now and then. We show up every week and do this. So your lineups, man, if y'all don't start using the damn tags. Okay, for the blue team, it is Jabba, BGP, Dick McButts, and that's it. Oh, okay, here comes Capital Skis and Legendary Trev. And the red team, Goose, Slim, Marchie, Meat Cell, and Guy. Oh, man. Okay. I think that... Oh, God, I'm going to venture a guess here. I believe Atlanta is... That's Dick McButts in them, right? Am I wrong? I'm probably wrong. That's the risk you run, folks, man, if you don't use the damn tags. So, yeah, I believe that will be Atlanta in blue and Kansas City in red. I could be wrong there. Or wait, isn't Meat Cell on there? Oh, see, the more I think about this. But anyway, we're underway with the game. And as the puck drifts into the opposite end, Goose is going to stay at home in the net as Marchie takes us out. The pass over to Meat Cell. And he will get this into the zone. Nice dish and the shot and score. Meat Cell on the give and go from Guy. And thank you, Pay Redsky. Yes, Atlanta is blue. I would have been second guessing myself. But take my butts quickly. And this game is evened right up. And how many times over the course of a long and storied career have we seen Dick McButts turn it on just right off of a face-off? Just straight from the draw. And we're sitting there trying to figure out which team is which. Dick McButts has got it all figured out. And so Atlanta, thank you, Pengretsky, again, yes, is tied now with Kansas City. Atlanta being in blue, Kansas City being in red. Unless you're trolling me, man. It's just in that case, they get what they deserve, right? Because the rule is you're supposed to use the damn tags. See, usually we'll get lucky, and there'll be at least one team that you can kind of decipher. But I know who's on which team. I watch these guys every week, but then you go, well, am I sure? I'm totally sure. Doubt creeps in. Even among the most confident of casters, such as myself. Here's Marchie with a quick shot. That will be turned away by Capital Skis. So a very exciting game so far. We're only a couple of minutes in, and we have a 1-1 tie. Now the pass going across Marchie. You'll hear his name called a lot for this team. Sends it through, looking in front. It meets Cell waiting. But this Atlanta defense is able to turn that to the side. Now, long shot and save! What a stop! As that one was dropping in front in a deadly fashion, and Goose is there to cap it and keep it out. Down to the 2-minute mark, and both teams very spirited already in this first period. Lots of good shots coming in. A few good saves, and a couple of good goals. So we are tied. And that's about as close as you can get. A tie is about as close as you can get. Mathematically speaking, beautiful pass right on, and the shot just wide as it will ring off the side of the post and out. Now another coming through, and it will go wide to the left. And so a couple of good opportunities there. Dick McButts circles back, fires this in. And Kansas City will take possession of the puck. Maybe, no. Picked off the blade. Chance here, Atlanta, moving it in. And Kansas City defense tightening up the circle a bit there to clear this away. Here's Jabba. Another one of the greats here. Tries to get it to BG. This pass is going to get loose. So it will be Kansas City's puck to play once again. 1 minute left in the first period. Fun game to watch so far. Got 3 of them to bring you tonight. This looks like the attendance thing is kind of stabilized on Thursday nights. We've had a lot of, early in the season, we had more games than usual being postponed on Thursdays, and they just moved them to Sunday or Tuesday. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a busy time of the year for people that are in school. And sometimes Thursday is a crazy night in college, or, you get everything done and then you go out late and party. I remember what college was like. But 13 seconds now, and maybe one more chance before time runs out. This puck is free and headed towards Goose. He will come out to play this, and he will just shield the puck for safekeeping to end the first period with the tie score. Dick Butts asking what happened with the open net. Yeah, I think somebody might not have put the G on. It's one of the later innovations of the game, being able to assign positions. But yeah, he was just looking at a good opportunity and took advantage of it. You got to make the most of your opportunities in this kind of league where everybody's very closely matched. Well, these teams are, and so when things arise, you have to do what you can. Both these teams will be endeavoring to do that here in the second period as the play comes across and in. Oh, looking for the tip in front. But not there. Now Kansas City will try to get back. Atlanta, however, pushing along the boards. That will clear this to the opposite end. It will be picked up and advanced. And it's taking a little bit to get out of there as Atlanta circling in front. But here is Meatsell. Tries to get the backhander off. He was kind of off balance a bit, but he still managed to get some sort of shot. And now looking for that long pass. Will come in. Dick McButts sends it across. Oh! And close. But not enough for the point. So now, Meatsell traveling along the boards. Slowed up a bit here. Makes it past 1, now 2. And finally gets the puck knocked away. There's a similar play from a while ago, but on the other side. And feeds it to Guy for the goal on the second attempt. And 2-1 is now your score. KC takes the lead. How about that?
This is truly amazing.
Yeah. It's truly amazing that we're even here tonight to witness this bit of history, but we're glad that we are, and we're glad that you are, the millions that are watching right now on the Twitch TV. We should put this in the IRL category. We'll get a few more viewers that way. See, the other casters are smart. They just put NHL 18 as the game. So we don't have hockey question mark on there officially. But what a shot by Java! As he just lifts the wrister, goes right at him, and ties us up. BG on the assist, and a disappearing puck. Where is this going to land? Oh, it takes a high bounce. Again into oblivion and back. Oh, and it's still very frisky. Nobody can really get a stick on this. So the wise play is to just kick it out of there, which they do. Yeah, sometimes the physics of this game, sometimes the puck gets so much momentum that it does some unexpected things. Let's say it's led to some amazing goals in the past. Thinking of especially of U.S. versus Canada, the Jesus goal, the one that clinched it for Team USA. It just traveled the length of the ice, disappeared into thin air, and when it came down right into the Canadian net. You can see that on IBN. We got that as a YouTube video. IBN Casting is where our YouTube is. Of course, these games will be up there later. But we're under a minute in this first game of tonight, of the second period. And again, the score remains tied. Both teams exchanging goals in each of these periods. So no clear advantage, I would say, for either one of these squads. Is both getting their chances. Both stacking up well on defense as well. And so that really helps a lot. Now here's one coming in. Safe made capital skis right as time runs out. So we'll go to the third period. Knotted up at 2-2. So yeah, it's anybody's game. Strategy.
If they can't see the light, you have to show them some heat.
And so yeah, I think we'll start seeing a little bit more hard pressure on both of these nets. I think you'll see guys pushing up a lot. Oh, there's a big shot coming from the back. Capital Skis is there. And now trying to sweep this across. It will instead travel behind the net. Picked up. Atlanta on the move. Dick McButts awaits this puck. Gets it. Turns it towards the middle. And now KC will force it into the Atlanta zone. Immediately clear this out. No, they're putting it back in. This is kind of playing a game of catch. It's like Field of Dreams out here. Oh, that chance in front! Just a little extra on that. Meat Cell not able to calm that puck down enough to square it into the net. But yeah, that's been the... We talked about pressure in front. There it is. So they will try their hand at it again here. Couple operating from behind the net. But it will be BG that comes loose with the puck. Got some momentum as he moves along the board. Shot coming in, and that will go through the crease and out. And this pass tripped up a bit. Held in. And Kansas City just frantically to get this out. They do. Here is Jabba now. For Atlanta, he'll begin play from the back. The long pass across. Dick McButts racing to catch up with this. However, it will go back the other way. Intercepted. And this pass right on the button. And look at the move to get around the shot and score. The veteran, Dick McButts. His Jabba gets it to him, and that is just a world-class move right there. Just a reverse direction. And that cut to just slow up the defense. That's an ankle breaker right there. And Dick McButts, with that, gets the lead for his team. Will it hold? Becomes the question. 2:43 left in regulation time. This Kansas City team certainly awash with goal-scoring potential. These are names, you watch this league, you know them well. So they're capable of evening this up. It's just a matter of what happens in the next couple of minutes. So a breathless world awaits the outcome. They've turned off the Fortnite. They've turned off the PUBG. They've turned off the Overwatch, and now they're here to witness some of the greatest cyber athletes on the face of the planet, right here in the North American style, as they fight for an advantage here with a couple of minutes, less than a couple of minutes actually, left in this game. So the pass across, it's there. Tries to send it to the middle. And a good defensive play just to get the stick on it, break that up. Or else that could have been a goner right there. 122. Time continues to tick away. Atlanta holding on to this lead. Long shot coming in. Save made. Capital Skis. That is a very important save. That puck was dropping right there in front. Those are difficult to control, even for the best goalies. But Capital Skis may have ensured victory for his team with that one there. Maybe not. Here comes Kansas City. Now behind the net, working it. Comes out. It is BGP with it. He's just trying to hang on to the puck here. A couple of guys on him. As Kansas City make a last-minute effort, literally a last-minute effort, to try to force extra time on this game. 30 seconds now. It will go back into their zone. Here is Goose. As he's got some pressure, he gets it out. Atlanta immediately lobs it back in. 19 seconds. Again, the clock is ticking. Chance now coming across. Legendary Trev racing for it. Meat Cell racing for it. Capital Skis will dig it out. Kansas City immediately puts it back in. 4 seconds. Looking to the middle. Not able to get it plugged up by the Atlanta defense. And they will fight off this Kansas City team to get the W. And that was quite a game to start things off here. Wow. Just unbelievable. So Atlanta will take a 3-2 victory over Kansas City here in game one, which leads us to game two, which I believe will be on a different server. Bring you that. Stay with us. Anaheim, Washington coming up. Oh, wow. We got bits. Thank you, Payne Redsky. I think those are the first official bits that anybody sent us here at the Independent Broadcast Network. So you, sir, are part of history. Bits and more bits. They're in first and second place, man. We appreciate it. Certainly do. Definitely trying to grow the channel, be doing more stuff. More good stuff. We've been talking about doing Weeb Weekend for like 2 weeks now. I don't know. You get busy during the week and then the weekends get even busier. So this weekend I think we will, though. This weekend I have a good feeling about it. So let's look at our lineups. And see, I'm pointing at them. WS8. It tells me that it's Washington. Thanks, fam. Okay, it's Kiwi, KS Auto, Resi, Lewis Friend, and Juice in blue for Washington. And Anaheim, we will see Dalfan, Tony Flo, Wow Monster Eats Image, Quacky Face, and of course, Deloriax. These are very good teams right here. And Anaheim has really had a good season so far. So has Washington. Teams that are very much candidates for the playoffs. We'll see some talent on display here in this game. One. Okay. I think it's because I have a. It's an interesting view, but I'm going to stay with that. It looks cool. We begin play. Yeah, it's kind of the 3/4 view. Gives you a little. Most people I found out just kind of look at the map anyway. But here's a chance already in front. Shot scored. Deloriax. Top shelf. Her mama is said to keep the cookies. Quacky face on the assist and Dial. Already. There we go. Yeah, that's a little more. We don't want to freak people out too much with snazzy camera work. We're talking about, I saw some people saying, that 576p was just not enough to capture the glory of the game. So, yeah, we're going to experiment with, probably next week, with 720p, which is, no excuses, man. It's fucking HD. That is HD quality. 1080p is nice, but, oh, the long shot! And somehow that is stopped. Lewis Friend with a tremendous save. As again, that's one of those dangerous puck drops. Oh, look at the move. But not able to corral this. Who was that? That was Juice. Yes, it was Juice. For some reason, this monitor is so dim right now. It's very difficult to see the connection in the back, but you hate to touch anything. And this is old CRT that I'm using. This is a 21-inch CRT. We do it old school here. It may be running its course. I've had this thing for years. There's something to be said for a CRT monitor. People that see now all these games have all these shitty post-processing things that are just designed to make you buy a more expensive video card and make it look like it's on a CRT. It just puts back all the things, motion blur and things like that. Well, you got your motion blur right here with a CRT. But, you can't really tell the difference at home, but I assure you that it looks fabulous here from up in the booth. But now, Chance Washington, he's trying to get a hold of this puck. Oh, and just slides one through. Doesn't get through everybody. Doesn't get through to Alfan. So no goal there. But that's the kind of effort you're going to want to look for if you're Washington playing against this Anaheim team. And you're also going to want to keep an eye on Deloriax too. But if you do so at your peril, because they've also got other people who can take up the slack. So it's hard to put too much focus on any one person, really on either of these teams. So we'll see how they choose how to play this defensively as this game goes on. Shot on, saved Alfan. And time has ticked down to close to a minute left here in the first period. This has been an interesting one so far. Now there's a guy that's going to get double teamed a lot. KS Auto. As we've seen teams keying on him a lot more. I mean, this is a guy that you don't flinch when you see him score, 4 or 5 goals in a game. It's just almost routine, as much as that can be routine to have that kind of prolific goal-scoring touch. But I've noticed this season they're aware that KS Auto is a dangerous man. And so as soon as he touches the puck, you will see a couple of people swirling around in the vicinity to try to put the kibosh on that. And for the most part, they have. I mean, he's still getting his. I mean, you can only hope to contain him, as they say. You can't really stop him. And so the KS Auto containment has become a priority in this league. But, he's You can't count him out. 2, 3 guys on him, whatever, or you can't count out Juice either. Shots like that, the assist from Kiwi, but Juice just letting it fly. Fires one into the net to make it 1-1. We are tied with 15 seconds left. Oh, that one dropped in a dangerous position. Another one of those wild high flying pucks. You got to watch for that stuff. I don't know if there's much you can do about it when it just suddenly reappears from the sky. Only so much you can do as a goaltender in those sorts of situations. But luckily out of danger, and so we'll go to the second. Hey, it's just like the last game. We're tied at 1. So the puck headed down. We'll see if Dalfan comes out, skates forward to play this. It's certainly a guy that's capable of covering the entire ice when necessary, but when we've seen him playing goal, he's been very much a stay-at-home goalie. He just kind of anchors the position and makes stops like that on the jump save. The puck barreling in from the back. And I don't know. We're seeing trends in the game now in the LHL. There isn't as much. I mean, you're seeing these long passes, like right there. As soon as you get the puck, right there in that corner, you start looking up the ice. You start trying to look for that 2-line pass. Oh, but here's one just moving it by himself. KS Otto manhandles his way through and to the net to make it 2-1, and that's the kind of thing we were talking about from KS Otto. When he decides that he's going to score, we've watched him just kind of shove a whole team out of the way to do it. That was a pretty good example right there. Just does a good job of holding on to the puck even when people are poke checking it away. Just holds out the stick and finds it and regains it. That's a nice play he did right there, just to snatch that one off of the stick. And so now Washington again moving into the Anaheim zone. Anaheim, first ones to pick this up. Now here's a battle in the neutral zone. He shot, saved. Dalfan flips it to the opposite hand, gets it in, gets the pass off, and Deloriax was headed towards the net. 2 guys just whacking away, just banging to try to get the puck away, and they do. Now here's a shot coming in. Oh, what a stop! And the rebound, Cracky Face will push it through. Tony Flo on the initial shot. And Quacky Face just crashing the net, cleaning up the mess. That is old-time hockey. Oh, how did this not go? And rattling off. Oh, and the rebound attempt on the backhand does not go either. So Dalfan getting a little bit of the rub of the post. Sometimes you start playing well and the post sort of does a lot of the work for you. It's weird, the goalie position. You have to be kind of weird to do the goalie position well. I found that out. I spent many years playing goalie. And yeah, it's a different kind of mindset. And how's he gonna do? Oh, what a stop on the aerial drop shot there, as Dalfed just reaching up, swatting that down. Now back on the other side, shot going over the net. Chance for Anaheim here, trying to send it to the middle. Washington sees that, gets it back. Here is KS Otto and this Washington team. They move numbers into the Anaheim area. Look now at the face-off circle. Nice little turnaround dish. But again, the Anaheim defense, very up-tempo and responding well to what Washington is trying to do. So, yeah, I think people talk about defense in this league, and I really just from this observer standpoint, defense is really tightened up league wide, especially over the past few seasons. It's very predictive in knowing what other teams are going to try offensively, and so that they get in those positions, get in between passes, get up on shots, make those blocks. And they do their best to prevent a lot of these two-line passes and these just long these Hail Mary kind of pass plays that people like to set up. We're seeing a much stronger defensive league just by necessity. And now with 8 seconds, here's one of those long shots. And had a player in front waiting for it. I believe it was Quacky Face. This will be cleared out, and it's like holding up a mirror to the first game. Yeah, so 2-2 at the end of the second. So we'll go to the third. Strategy.
They're going to have to score goals here.
Yes, they are, Aila, because as the great John Madden once taught us, it is the team scores the most points. Most of the time, that's going to be the team that comes away with victory. To win, you have to score points. That's part of hockey. Specifically part of hockey. May not be true in other sports. Certainly true in this one. Backhand coming through. Lewis Friend will watch that travel through the crease. His defensive people have been doing very well for him. He's had to make a couple of big stops. They've taken care of a lot of the shenanigans that often happen in the slot. So Anaheim make another push here. Oh, but cleared away, and that's going on net. Oh, and it bounces just over the net. Again, if that bounces a certain way, it goes in, possibly. Alfan makes a crazy jump save. But instead, it will bounce over the net. So each team probing for an advantage as the regulation time of this one starts to draw to a close. Anaheim with the puck. Moving, looking towards the middle. Chance here, Quacky Face. He'll go ahead and just dump it in. Try to hold on to it, but there is Kiwi. He will get this across to KS Auto right on, and the move to get past, but taken off of the blade once again. The Anaheim team very fluid in their responses to the Washington attack. So yeah, it's a very good defensive game here. So it's going to be either something really special on offense or something really stupid on offense. So that's the way these kind of games tend to roll. That's going to determine victory. Here comes Washington. A swing and a miss there. We'll go back for it, and a nice poke check to get that away. But they'll reload here. Long shot coming in over the net. Really on top of the net. Settles down in front. They're not able to do much with that. I haven't watched this. Go to the side. Now Anaheim will begin their attack. Again, looking for that long pass. In Washington there to pick that off. So it's just kind of a back and forth game that way right now. With a minute and a half left. And neither one of these teams wants to go too deeply into the other's territory if they don't have to. So it's mostly about just getting your guys going on the wing, getting enough room to lay in a pass. So far, nobody really able to do that. So we are down to the 1 minute mark of regulation time. Here is Tony Flo. You talk about somebody who's good at finding people on those long passes. Tony Flo is definitely a wizard at that. Quite good at it. But nobody home for this one, so Washington. That'll be Resi turning around to get this. Gets it to Quesado. And Quesado begins from his own blue line. Gets past 1, 2, 3. Shot saved, Alfan! Oh, as he weaves his way through everybody, picks his shot. And it was a fabulous save by Dalfan. Now, collision, trying to regain the puck. Anaheim in the Washington zone, 10 seconds. I'll slow it down here. Might be time for one more shot before time runs out. 2 seconds, gotta take it now. Here it is, and it will be turned aside. So we are going to overtime. We haven't had one of these in a while. Have not had one of these in a while. But this game, it seemed destined for it. See people leaving the server. Long shot. Save Lewis Friend. So Anaheim testing him early, and they'll have another chance here. The chip shot by Deloriax will win it in overtime. And that did not take long. It's just the wrister. Very deceptive when you're on the receiving end of that. It is very hard to gauge. And it's hard to get the stick up and reach across to that side also. So Lewis Friend versus Deloriax, and Deloriax came away with the win on that. But you put Deloriax up against any goalie you can name, and most of the time Deloriax is going to come away with that. So Anaheim will take the win over Washington in a very brief but thrilling overtime. Okay. So are we playing this next game here? Oh, okay. I see. There's a game there at 18, and that's like now. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move over to that. Check it out. Oh, okay. Huh? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. They are scrimming on this one. Okay. Very well. We will be moving. Thanks to Loriax for keeping us posted on this stuff. Yeah, they're doing a scrim there. They're like, oh, we're waiting on the streamer. Well, oh, damn, here I am. And here is this game. We will see Edmonton taking on somebody. Whoever it is, they're definitely taking them. Can't find the mouse. Okay, St. Louis versus Edmonton. Our final game of the night. Real pro casting here, guys. I'll tell you what. So, I guess we should give you the lineups for these teams, shouldn't we? So, for St. Louis, as it turns out, in red, they are Dildozer, Crabbing a Tree, Doug, Mark Scheifele. I found out how to pronounce it. And Nargila. And for Edmonton, it is Lucic. Oh, already, that is KV Ferrero on the save. Flamin' Hot Jeet Lore, Gil Pessel, and Andrew Gaze. And here's a chance here, Flamin' Hot Jeeto! I believe that is the legendary caster himself, Jeet Lore. He shoots and scores, and Edmonton takes the lead. We've talked about this Edmonton team. Been struggling, at least looking at these standings. I mean, just on paper, this is as solid a team as anybody in the league, but in the games themselves, it's been an uphill climb in this first half of the season. I guess we're really headed toward it's the second half, isn't it? We're a good chunk into March now, so yeah, and they are still way down at the bottom of the league. And Doug, from long distance, a big hello. That's what we were talking about when you make those long distance shots, and sometimes they're difficult to control. And the puck just takes on a life of its own. It's very difficult to get a handle on it. You can't just swallow it up with the glove and wait for the whistle. It is in play at all times. And so, high degree of difficulty involved. So we are tied at 1. And all these games are looking very similar tonight. Gil Pessel with a hammer shot. Lucic on the assist. And this Edmonton team, they've got some jump to them tonight. This looks a little more like what they were hoping to look like all season long. But yeah, I don't know if they're mathematically eliminated from playoff competition yet, but they're on the precipice of it. And so each game takes on a little extra urgency. And they've got the lead right now, a couple of minutes in, 2-1 against a very good St. Louis team. Take the puck now. Dildozer. He has been great this season. Now Gil Pessel. Looking for the long pass. He may get his pocket picked here, but not for long. A shot save! That was good stuff from Nargila. Watching the cast again last week, Nargila was great, incredible last week. And so they will be hoping for him to repeat that kind of performance in this game tonight. Known to make some really good saves. We'll see what KV Ferrero can do. That's a great name. Is it KV like the guinea pigs? You know, they eat those in Peru. Chance shot. Oh, it doesn't get about credit. It does. Okay. Grabbing a tree. Puts it on the rooftop. And it lands in front. And took a little bit to see whether it crossed over the line. But it did. Mark Shifley assist. Thank you, Icy, for telling me that last week. I was just like, Shifley? There's the old saying, you know, you can't tell the names of the players without a program. Even with a program, we are sometimes bamboozled. Isn't that part of the fun? Let's just say that it is. 1 minute left here in the first period, and already this one is more of a high-scoring affair than the other games we've seen up to this point. Well, at least up to this point in the game itself. Shot coming in. Oh, and looks like KV Ferrero did get a good look at that and a good piece of it. And just to keep it from crossing over the line. It counts, he says. Yes, that's a save, man. It is. Totally got the lumber on it. 36 seconds. And this is coming in, and it is saved by Nargila. Both these goalies getting their fair share of attention. Just to kick things off here in the first period. Chance and St. Louis stays with the play. There's another save by Nargila to clear this away. Just everybody just kind of lined up for there to help make the stop. And so that it will end the first period. 2-2 your score. Our nightcap game. 3 games to bring you tonight, this being the third. It's a historic night, not only in the Legends Hockey League, but perhaps in history. Negotiating with North Korea for the first time in like 70 years or so. How long has that gone on? But we're headed towards what looks like a historical summit between Trump and Kim Jong-un. Wouldn't you love to be in the room to hear those two guys talk, man? Hope he brings Rodman with him. If he can't get Rodman, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of Bulls guys that are available. Bring Tony Kukoc or Horace Grant or somebody. Just as a token of our goodwill. But yeah, we may eventually see world peace and a unified Korea. Who knows? Hate to speculate too much about geopolitics here on a hockey cast on a Thursday night, but it's encouraging. It is encouraging. Better than what we've seen in a while. 3:46 in the second, and the scoring pace has slowed down a bit. The second is both teams settling into a more defensive stance. Oh, but that is there and somehow does not go. We've seen a bunch of shots like that are just kind of right around the edges of the goal, but do they cross the line or not? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But now, here's a chance, the shot, the save made. Yeah, Nargila. It's up on his heels a little bit for that one. It's been quite a goalie battle. He and KV Ferrero. So Edmonton experimenting with their lineup a bit, trying to perhaps shake things up. And it seems to be paying off for them. They are matching step by step this St. Louis team. And a chance here. Oh, kill Pessel. Superb mechanics to just keep that puck in possession. Just find that spot in. And Lucic will follow it up. Gil Pessel on the assist. And these two guys, if Edmonton is going to have any sort of success, it's going to come down a lot to Lucic and Gil Pessel. And they have answered the call with 2 quick goals here in the middle of the second period. So everything's coming up Millhouse for them, perhaps. I mean, we've still got a long time left in regulation of this game. But if you're an Edmonton fan, this is what you like to see. Oh, he tries to go for the backhand there. It goes wide. So now chasing this down will be St. Louis. Nope, stolen chance. Shot, score, Lucic! From an improbable angle. D-Lore wants the assist. And they are getting it done all of a sudden. Edmonton bringing it back to life like Evanescence here. The 3 goals second period. Make it 5-2. My goodness.
Fantastic.
So it takes us down to almost the 1 minute mark of this second period. Yeah, Edmonton's starting to, they're feeling themselves a little here. Yeah, they're fighting for their lives standings wise. May have to, I don't know mathematically how close they are to sure. But it's probably one of those things where they're going to have to win most, if not all, of their games in this part of the season to squeak by and get in the playoffs. They keep doing it like they're doing it right here. Not ones to be counted out. If they are counted out, at least they are playing like warrior poets and going out like champs. Here's a shot. And that gets bustled up in several sticks. 20 seconds now. They'll make another attempt here. Maybe puts it out to the point. And stolen. This could be a chance for St. Louis on the counterattack. Here comes Mark Scheifele and Dildozer. It's a 2-on-1 break shot. And again off the post. Again. What in the hell is happening here? Big luck, says KV Ferrero. So the third period, most important period of a hockey game. Tell the tale. St. Louis will start it off with the puck here. Crab in a tree. Move across to Dildozer. And the double team. Oh, but picking it up and following it in. Dildozer, Crab, and Mark. Triumvirate. Not able to get that, and so pushing it back the other way. Nice save by Nargila. Very aggressive. Just pushed out there. Leapt into the face of the shooter. That's a gamble, but it pays off. Mark Scheifele. Oh, he shoots and scores! A phenomenal backhand. Dildozer on the assist. Cannot count out this St. Louis team just yet. This is good stuff. We've seen some really great plays tonight in all of these games. There have been a few moments that are just keepers. Moments to remember. That's true with most nights here, IBN, testing hockey. But if you knew how hard this game was, I mean, it looks pretty simple. Everybody's just they're putting these passes right on, putting these shots right on. They're making these saves that. Oh yeah, all you gotta do is just get that stick up and make the stop, right? Well, they're seeing this from the first person. It's the controls can be a little hard to get used to, let's say. Oh, but flaming hot Jeetlo or Jito, not Jito. Thank you. That's Jeetlor, and he gets his second of the game. Andrew Gase with his second assist of the game. That's a big goal for Edmonton as they're staving off the last-minute rush by St. Louis. They're keeping it a 3-goal game. Under 3 minutes left to play. So, yeah, whatever changes they're making in Edmonton are certainly paying off for them this evening. Chance now across. Just looking for position. So get it back to Doug here, who will fire it in from center ice. Cleared away. There's no one of these high hoppers. Where is this going? Oh, it does land behind the net. Now Crab and Dildozer. Kilpessel awaits. They dump it in. Mark Scheifele. Spinning. Looking for help. Sends it towards the middle. They'll take this at the point. He shot. Oh, knocked down. And a big hammer throw from the back. And Doug, with authority and with velocity, his second of the game will make it 4-6. So St. Louis pulls to within 2. 1:46 left to play. We have a game on our hands. And they're looking to flip one in front for a chance here. It does not go. Lucic tries to advance it. And he does. At least he's trying to keep it away from crabbing a tree. And he does briefly. Here's this dump pass coming in, though. And St. Louis is back working the Edmonton zone. They do have a 2-goal cushion, this Edmonton team to play with here. But you don't want to sleep on this St. Louis team, as we've seen. And certainly those long shots. Oh, here's a long shot. And Nargila is batting it out of the air. 1 minute left in regulation. Cavey pushes this into the corner. I'll look for Kilpessel. Gets slowed up briefly. Comes back to the puck. He's got time and room, and he will just loft one towards the net. And now circling back, Andrew Gaze. He'll take a shot at this. Travels just wide. So hits somebody there. And now it's just a big kerfluffle in front of the net. Puck will eventually squirt loose, but dumped back in. Oh, taking a weird bounce. It's headed towards the opposite corner and cleared away. 13 seconds. But time has ticked down in the meantime. That's going to be enough for the W for Edmonton. Put it in stone. They will win this game 6-4 over St. Louis. The GGs come out. It was a good game indeed. In fact, all of it. And Louis Friend is now playing Rainbow Six Siege. Why did that pop up? Okay, yeah. I forgot I had Steam going. But I don't know. Is that game good? I don't know. I haven't checked out Siege yet. A lot of people it's good. I've got my hands with the weeb, busy with the weeb stuff, man. So that'll do it for our games tonight. Yeah, we've got Peach Bleach Splash, and we've got Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet. We've got some weeb shooters too. First part's just getting past all the dumb stuff, that you have to sit through in the first hour, the talky stuff and setting up your character and all that. So when we get to streaming, we'll have already bypassed that, and we'll just get into the pure action of it. Yeah, like we said, we also got some cool new hockey games, or fairly new, to check out. They are not first-person hockey games like Hockey Question Mark by Cryptic Sea, but they're intriguing nonetheless, and taking a look at those too. And one thing we're also going to be doing is retro gaming. Half the time, I look at this AAA shit that's coming out, and it's like, well, I could be playing something good on the Sega Genesis instead. So we're going to do that. We're going to play old Sega Genesis and arcade games through MAME, things like that. Had this collection that I've had with me for over a decade, all those old ROMs, and so why not pull those out? Well, you've seen us play. Oh, thank you, Andrew Gaze, for the shout out there as he heads out. Nice win by Edmonton. And yeah, but you've seen us play the old NHL games, EA Sports. Still, to me, my favorite hockey games next to Hockey Question. And we'll also be getting into some Sub Rosa. I guess I can announce now that I'm the community manager for Cryptic Sea. That's a thing that happened. And so, in addition to my hockey duties, which I've been doing unofficially, I will be doing Sub Rosa officially. So, they're planning on a release fairly soon. I don't know if I can say too much about when or the details of that, but be looking for Sub Rosa. I got to play it, and wow, the changes of it. If you played it before, it's like a whole nother game, right? The new game mode that they've got is a lot of fun. We're having a blast with it. Right? And I think it's going to be great for things like streaming and like, you know, playing for fun. You remember fun? Games are supposed to, I still don't get that, but this game, I can assure you, is a lot of fucking fun. And so, yeah, Sub Rosa, be on the lookout. We're going to be telling you more. I'm proud to be a part of Cryptic Sea and working with the people at Devolver Digital, which is my favorite publisher of games. So it's quite an honor, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Be sharing a lot of new things with you, whether it's weeb shit or more Cryptic Sea stuff. We're going to be and talk shows. Winners is Talking is coming soon here on the channel. Be experimenting with that in the next few days. So yeah, follow us on the channel if you have not already, and it will let you know when we go live. Follow us on Twitter too, IBN Casting. They post anything there in like a few months. It's time to use that again. We've got stuff going on. I'm also at Winners with the One on Twitter. Aila is at IBN Aila. You can see all this stuff at the bottom of the screen. We have a Patreon. That really helps. We're about to move here. We'll move world headquarters a few miles down the road. So yeah, things. Appreciate the bits from Payne Redsky and the good thoughts. And we just appreciate the community in general. This is a great community. I mean, it's very proud of the hockey community. Love you guys a lot. So we hope to see it continue to grow. We hope to start growing the Sub Rosa community, and hope to get the Team IBN a little bigger, like it used to be in its old days. I've been, let's see, I started with these guys 6 years ago, so that's off and on 16 years for IBN. It's kind of in my hands now, so time to step it up. Well, I've got the internet to do it and the wherewithal to do it. So, from all of us at the Independent Broadcast Network, I am Winners with the One. I want to thank you again for being here to witness history as week 6 is in the books for the LHL, which means that next week at this same time, we'll bring you week 7. This will be up on YouTube. Go to IBN Casting on YouTube. Watch it anytime. It's called video on demand. It's the hot new thing. And so, with that, we bid you adieu, at least for now. From all of us at the IBN family, wish you good night and a good weekend. But especially, good night.
Later.